Manchester United because they played the Premier League game yesterday and they lost against Everton. There were 10 men in almost 18 minutes of that game. They couldn't find a way. Everton scored and won that game. Fantastic game for Moyes to win his first time to win at Old Trafford since he left Old Trafford. But let Manchester United, but what it is, Manchester United are back in the first setting. So let's see if Amorim is going to pick up the pieces. We'll talk about what happened in that game today. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Champions League and the Premier League that happened yesterday between Manchester United and Everton. Good morning, Nonso.
Good morning, Godwin. Another interesting weekend of Champions League football. So I say midweek of Champions League football. So everybody they play Champions League play yesterday and they collect. All thanks to this Brussels first Premier League goal for Everton, and was from there on. I never hear what since yesterday night here now. Well, welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin. Good morning to every super fan out there joining us. You make the show what it is. How did Man U lose to Everton at home last night? Even Google Map is asking, do you mean Old Trafford or Old Tragedy? The story keeps on coming.
Yeah, they lost that game. So we are going to talk about that game. We'll talk about Rangers Selection a little bit because they won at the weekend. Before we talk about the Champions League too. But listen, okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's talk about Manchester United first before we dive into the Champions League. Manchester United played the Premier League yesterday and they lost at home to Everton, 1-0 to nil. Burussia scored the only goal of that game. But the controversy there is that Gay and Kane had an altercation. They had a problem. I don't know what happened between both of them, but Gay raised his hand on a player and he was issued and Kane, his teammate, he was issued a red card in that game. This is the third time this incident that happened, that a player is sent off because of a problem he had with his own teammates. So he was sent off in just about 30 minutes of that game. But it was a controversial for me. I didn't think it should, but even though that the rule is the rule, any violent conduct, no matter how where you do it, then nobody can push you. But
so I cannot retaliate.
Once you raise your hand on a player, it's a record offense. Whether it's your opponent or whether it's the fans, whether it's the ball boy, once it's a violent conduct.
Raise his hand first. They should give them 2 red cards.
It's a record. So, but fantastic. First, before we talk about that incident, a fantastic game from where to go to Old Trafford to beat Manchester United 1-0.
So, Godwin, what you're trying to tell me now is Everton came to Old Trafford, collected 3 points, dashed man one player, and still ask anything for the boys. It's terrible, but it's fine, Sha. The most important thing in that encounter was that incident because despite that incident, Manchester United, for the life of me, could not answer one response to every question Everton asked them yesterday. How do you play a team that is one man down and you cannot break them down, you cannot score, you cannot press, you cannot every Everton had only just that goal, one shot on target the whole night, nothing else again. You get me? So I personally, like Gary Neville said it last night, I just want to re-echo what he said. It's against a fellow teammate. It shouldn't be a straight red. It should have been a yellow card, not a red.
Yeah, I thought it
considering the first, because this is where the problem is, and I think if Everton appeal it, they are going to reduce it to a yellow card because the first action was from Michael Keane. Michael Keane shoved him not once, not twice, and him in trying to go back to respond to him, raised his hand and hit him on the face. It wasn't even a heavy punch or whatever. It was just a brush on the face, and that was what the referee claimed to have what do they call it now, blindness for the first 2 shoves that came from Michael Keane, and the only one he saw is the hand that went to his face, and that's what he blew. I feel that was unfair to the team because they could have extended their lead by 3 goals more in that encounter. I think we're
going to focus on this Michael Keane, Idrissa Gana situation. He don't collect that card, no, he go rest now. AFCON the next 2 weeks. Make them not appeal. Make it for bench.
Make it
bench. If they come AFCON now, cause that's they prefer for AFCON. But again, in that match, you saw where there was a tackle on Mbeumo, I think, which was not a foul or not a penalty. And I think it was time to tell his teammate this ball that I think there was a shot also from Bruno Fernandes from long distance, which Michael Keane should have closed off.
Before that ball went outside, he pushed him from the back, he didn't go down.
which he should have closed down, but again he didn't close down the attacker. If they say he scored that goal, it would not be this way they talk. But he was trying to tell his teammate. We saw it with Gilliose and Son at some point in Tottenham Hotspur. We saw it with Rodri and some other Man City players. We've seen it with Man United, Roy Keane and Ferdinand many times. Roy Keane and Van der Sar many times. De Gea and Harry Maguire and De Gea and Smalley. We've seen it many times, and these people did not get a yellow card for shoving their teammates.
Thank you.
So I think for me now, we're going to focus this because Man U lose now. I just have to put it out there. Man U lost. So we are going to focus this debate on the situation between Michael Keane and Idrissa Gana. I feel like if Michael Keane has closed down, there would not have been this hot debate. But again, you shoved me the first one, shoved me the second time,
bro.
Me
like,
the third
what
one.
Are we not saying?
And
how does that guy not even get a yellow card for that event?
I think from the camera, from the referee's angle, there was a punch. Because it was, it felt like there was a forceful punch from Idrissa Gana, which was not just about this gone to the VAR. Tell them, see, they say red card, they review red card and yellow card situation. VAR for reviewer.
VAR reviewed it and
they come up for film before.
No.
They approve.
Once they approve, game continues. But if they are not sure, they are not telling you referee go and check. But once the referee thought that they
from all the angles, I was even debating with John was thinking that there was no hand to the face. There was no hand to the face until they put camera for slow angle. Whether a person phone there is video that thing, I don't know. But again, yellow card offense. Teammates, they fight. I think this is the third time in the Prem.
The third time happened.
In the Prem. They're giving in the past 40 years or so, the third time in the Prem. And it's terrible that way. But again, coming back to game plan for Amorim. Now it's clear for even the deaf to hear that your midfield needs reinforcement. Your attack, you don't get attackers. Because
after 250 million.
At the moment, you don't get attackers because now Maeseille was out. Let's say it for what it is.
Wow.
Sesko is out injured. Yeah, because when Barca they win matches or they lose matches, like that's not injury, all the attackers get injury. Some people are still scoring the goals. Sesko is out injured. Though he's not giving us results this season, so I'll not even say he's there or thereabouts. Maeseille picked up a knock. Who?
Maeseille, I don't want to go down score for Man U.
Now they talk about when they try. They create
after 80 million transfer.
They sign Maeseille with Sesko.
Wow.
They create chances. They get. Now he is not available. You look at the Man United bench yesterday. Who was the attacking player there? Mason Mount. When they're wasting now only one goal save. I mean, how many goals for Premier League? At the end of the day, you look at the Man United team. They only have defense.
Yeah, at the end of the day, your opponents are still 10 men.
Thank you.
And again, this is one thing we've talked about for Man United. This is one thing we've talked about for Man United since post Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had that kind of players, some kind of players to break down defense. This is what we talk about Man United post Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not even post Ferguson. They lack the ability to break down teams that sit on the low block. If you've noticed Man United, forget they want to shout thank you. Man United is a team in transition because every time they want to come back,
it's not a team. Leave this.
Man U will never come back. Man U is not back.
It's Man U a mid-table
transaction.
Yes or no?
They are still a team in transition.
Are they a mid-table team?
They are suffering. Their suffering continues. They are sick. When somebody is sick and trying to recover, you cannot compare him with somebody who has arrived.
10 men down.
You get?
I think.
But again,
one man down.
If you notice, I said it and I'm going to say it again. If you watch football, you're going to say for the past 5 years, if you sit deep, play against Man United, nothing for Man United.
One of the analysts said that. I think Gary Neville said that, or somebody said that. I can't remember who said it. He said that Amorim's style of play is when to absorb pressure and hit on the brake. Ten Hag, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the same thing. So Ten Hag wants to break you down, but yet you don't get the players to break you down. Different within Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he has some players like Pogba that can do magic. But this Manchester United player cannot even do any magic.
And yet, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer having Pogba and Bruno in that midfield to break you down, and I think at some point Diamata to break you down because and those magic, they still lack the ability to break down teams.
But then collect silverware.
Only no collect silverware.
Only no collect second where he
Only no collect silverware.
Second and silverware. cannot understand your way. So
When
on silver.
Arsenal showed their silver for the past 3 years.
Okay, it was a fantastic game for Everton, especially for Everton. They defended with their life. Because scored the only goal. What a fantastic goal that he scored.
First Premier League goal.
Yeah,
with his weaker foot.
Yeah, he scored a fantastic goal to make it 1-0. Manchester United. Everybody's complaining that Bruno Fernandes is not a DM.
And he's not
somebody that
my joy is that everybody can see now because I've been shouting it right from the jump.
It's either you play him behind the tents or you play him just. I don't know if the match with Portugal. He had to play. My own is that he had to play towards the goal.
Hat-trick for Portugal. Come on, look at the records, man.
2 goals and 1 penalty.
Look at the records, man.
2 goals and 1 penalty.
Yes, hat-trick for Portugal. Look at the records. I agree with you. It's still 3 goals. Look at the record.
They can't penalty difference.
What are we saying, man?
So, 2 goals and 1 penalty.
How does a manager come to a club, rubbish your best player into a defensive position, and go to the market and buy 2 players in that position, and both of them are not as productive as the original? That is what you call somebody that is thinking counterintuitive thinking on a dynamic level that is leading into relegation this season.
What's for this your English, but
honestly, what I say, man, you feel relegated this season.
No, we cannot
relegate.
But they are immediately team.
But again, let's look at it now. Let's look at player for players. The Leeds must. You see, say the Leeds floor yesterday night. But we'll not talk about that now because overall, man, you lose.
So, what do you do?
What did he do?
He's supposed to close down that guy now.
He's
supposed to close down that guy in return.
So what did he do for that game? He not do anything.
Again.
Thank you.
It was on this said night. This brother announced himself to Thomas Tuchel. This guy is constantly on the top of. How many saves did he make? I think he made about 5 saves.
Yeah, Pickford.
Because my man they look them say anybody will do well now they go World Cup with me, and he knows that he knows within himself that there's Dean Anderson, there's plenty of goalkeepers looking to get his starting best.
Pickford is still number 1, man.
But again, with the performance against Manchester United, nobody comes close. Now Pickford number 1, Pickford number 2. Then any other person can come in the place.
So, I think the Manchester United fans on the internet yesterday, everybody was still arguing about that style of play. But he's insisting, everyone is insisting that he's going to stay with what he knows how to do. But let's see, truthfully, if you have to play this kind of defender, your members have to be effective. They have to defend and know how to attack at the same time. You cannot have someone like Maeseille and Dogu that are inconsistent, but you need to start fixing it. But it might take time, it might take another transfer window. It took that 3-4 years to get it where they let's see. Nobody keep buying. After 2-3 years, he will get a wing back that can do the job for him. But in the midfield, Casemiro is old. Fernandes, in quotes, is not a DM or a CM, depending on how you want it. He's an attacking midfielder, but he's the captain. He needs to play. So he needs to sort out his own team. But in this particular game, it was a very, very bad game for Manchester United. After 5 games without defeat, and this is almost 1 year. In fact, 1 year, Amoy took over. Yes, Manchester United job because he took over last year after the international break.
November,
Yes, November last year. So this is 1 year, and he has only won 9 Premier League games in 35. Wow. 35 outings for Manchester United. That is really, really poor. But I think he can improve. I believe in him. Me personally believe in him because I love young coaches going to big. I keep saying I love young coaches going to big club. And they do well because if they do well, they will do what they.
At this rate, who is Iron Amorim?
Well, that's why I'm saying you need to succeed here. That's my problem.
No, but at the going rate right now,
Manchester United has to stay.
Championship team.
My own is that Manchester has to stay with him for at least 2 years. This is 1 year now. Let's see what happens with him. But if you look at the statistics,
let's see what happens.
Manchester United has 23 shots in total, 6 shots. In total on target, they have 70% possession, 452 passes, and 91 of them were accurate. For Everton, they had only 2 shots in 90 minutes. They had 1 shot on target, and they scored with the only shot on target. That is 50% shooting accuracy. Okay, they have 30% position and only 201 passes. Then 2 of them were accurate. So fantastic for Everton. For the Moyes, they needed that win, and they got that win at Old Trafford.
The last time Everton won against Man United was the Moyes coaching Man United.
Yeah, so Manchester United still 10th on the table. They still 10th on the table, and Everton with that win have moved to 18 points. They are just behind Manchester United. Manchester United have 0 goal difference. That they have conceded 19 goals and they have scored 19 goals. Good for them. they have
the next game now they go enter -2.
If they lose.
They will enter -2.
They have 0 goal differences. So let's see, they are conceding goals, but at least I hope that improve too. Really hope that they improve. Okay, quickly let's move out from the Premier League and move to the Serie A, because big games happen in Serie A. Quickly, I'll give you the games. Give you the games that happened yesterday. Como beat Torino 5-1. Sassuolo and Pisa played a 2-2 draw. At the weekend, Inter Milan and AC Milan played a derby, and Inter Milan came out on top. They beat Inter Milan 1-0. AC Milan won that game 1-0. Lazio beat Lecce 2-0. Parma 2, Verona 1 went away to beat Verona 2-1. Roma is flying. Roma beat Cremonese 3-1.
Gasperini,
yeah,
is this your year?
Napoli
Is this your year?
Napoli beat Atalanta 3-1. So Napoli won that game against Lukman's team. Fiorentina and Juventus played a 1-1 draw. Bologna and Udinese played. Bologna beat Udinese away from home 3-0. If you look at the table in the Serie A, it's getting very, very sweet in the Serie A. Roma still stays first with 27 points after 12 games. Second is AC Milan, just behind them with 2 points behind them with 25 points. Napoli has 25 points. Then finally, top 4, Inter Milan has 24 points. Bologna, I have to mention them, they have 24 points. So from first to fifth, it's just 3 points that is separating them. Como is doing well. Fabregas Como is 6th with 21 points. They are just 6 points behind the league leaders. But Roma are first on this table. Let's see how this they are going to finish. Hopefully, it's been a while Roma won this year. A very, very long time.
I think last weekend they were joint first. They were joint top of the table.
Yeah, I thought he won that. I think 2001. It's been a very, very long time. But let's see if they can do it this time around. Okay, quickly let's move over to the Champions League, because the Champions League is happening today. I'll give you the fixtures of the games that happened today. Then we'll talk about and give you our own prediction and thoughts about the games happening today. So early kickoff is Ajax. We're going to play Benfica. Benfica have not won any game in the Champions League. Even though they have not, since Oreo took over in the Portuguese League, they have not lost again in Portuguese League. But he's finding it difficult to win games in the Champions League. But they are going to play Ajax. Ajax is not even in form too.
Ajax, that's why Osimhen is scored.
Yeah, so Ajax go their form too. So
Pablo
Vangelos Pavlidis on the beats.
So I think it's the right match for Mourinho to get his first 3 points for Benfica in this one. So the another early kickoff is Galatasaray will play Union St. Gilliose. I don't know if Osimhen
another hat-trick for Osimhen incoming.
Is going to play. Hopefully it's for a hat-trick again. Okay, 9 p.m. games. Chelsea will play Barcelona at Stamford Bridge. You go sweet.
Barcelona, I want you. If you go out, straight up.
Okay.
No, I want hear what you talk now. Now make me ask you.
All right,
let's see the enter top 4.
Okay, let's see. Manchester United lost that game yesterday, but let's see if they are going to continue winning. I need them to keep winning. I need them to finish in Europe. Even if the Conference League, let them play this next season. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Double J. Welcome.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Russia, as the rich, almost everybody rich. Minority neighbor, they don't make mouth.
So everybody,
I don't make my mouth already, don't worry.
Everybody collects.
I don't make my mouth already, don't worry.
Yeah, so you treat me like that, Sha.
Okay.
But na bad game yesterday.
For you.
Turn down the volume of your radio set or move away.
Not even draw self. That game pay me, I don't feel like.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Rashford coming back to England. 1 goal, 1 assist for him.
Confirm.
Okay.
Newcastle, normally they will win, Sha.
Okay. Okay.
Dortmund will win. Then Man City. Not easy for them.
No worry.
All
No
right.
worry. No worry.
Okay.
Man, you call today now. How your game today?
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh,
We talk about Man U. Yeah. Okay.
Ideas.
Okay. Let's see what happens with them. Let's see what happens in Champions League. Especially Chelsea versus Barcelona. It's going to be an interesting game. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Man from Abu.
Okay. What is your contribution?
John, you don't recover now. Yesterday, when they were talking about the Man City, your boy, hello. Immediately, got me relate the topic about Tottenham. Your volume gone high. And also got the cameo that now. Then, but also because I want to banter two of you tomorrow. And also,
how are you?
First, I've been awaiting. He never give a good result. Who be we? I never know, but you see the deny my.
I said he has not given